Thanks everybody for joining this call. I'm super excited to see you, all of you guys, so many attending this training. And you have a good reason because I'm going to, you're going to learn something what you really need. This is not a bullshit. This is everybody on this call need this. But of course, we're going to check that, okay? And I like you to answer with yes or no on the questions, or just let me know. You ask any question because that helps me to respond to it. So, this is kind of breaking news, okay? 2 years ago, I was something on it. And let me check if this is for you. So, enter yes or no. If you don't like or have no time to set up a WordPress theme, so enter yes or no. Do you like to go to a cPanel, enter of create an installation for WordPress, and then do all the work to set up a WordPress site, okay? Now, it has been for me a while that I did it, but I still feel the pain. You have to do it on a regular basis to understand all those steps, correct? It's not intuitive. If you don't know how to clone a website, so who of you guys know how to clone a website without an advanced tool, okay? So in 2011, I got my first AdWords client, and I needed to clone a website. And of course, I took up the client, but I had a challenge how to clone a WordPress site. Oh my God, I still can remember how painful it was to clone the database, to set up the username and password. It is really a pain. I cannot imagine. I would not be able to do it today, but I did at the time. I forgot all the steps. I forgot all those steps. And I started, and my first tool, what I was able to do was WP Twin. You have to create a file to download to your computer and upload it, and that was working okay. Okay, but WP Twin had a lot of limitations, like this, the size of the file, and the links need to be updated. So it was okay, but it was not perfect. Okay, by far not. So if it is important to you, tell me if the website is up. Okay. So it's important for everybody, correct? For you, if you have a local client business website and the website not is up, then oh my God, okay, that is a lot of stress. Okay, that is the most stress situation I dealing with clients if the website is not up. Okay, James said no uptime, no money. Now, and that is true, and you can even lose a client easily. Okay, that is the problem. They get frustrated. They see, okay, this afternoon we were not busy. They check out the website and they, oh my God, the website was not up, and you get that nasty call. So that is kind of related to that. So how many of you guys wished they had a good backup of a website and one-click restore? Did you ever mess up a website or a plugin mess it up and you wish you had a backup? Steve has a solution. I'm not telling you, okay? You are ahead of the curve. Arlene said, I had a website hacker once. And um, how did you solve it, Arlene? Were you able to find a website specialist and which were able to restore it, to fix it? It's kind of hard, correct? Yeah, it is. Is it important to you that you have a fast server, that you know your website is coming up fast? Because if a website visitor is on your website that takes 5 or more seconds to view a page, you know what they do? They check out another website. Okay, your impression is not good. Now, this is important to me, and a certain point it is or will be important to you. If you have 20 or more websites, how do you manage them? How do you make sure the plugins are up to date? Is the theme version up to date? At a certain point, you want to have this automated, correct? Wolf, you guys enter yes. Have more than 20 websites. 20 domain names. Steve said me. Janine said I have 110. Oh, I think you are the winner. Yeah. Oh, Brian said I have 150 to 200. That's a lot. Arlene said about 15. You see, as an internet marketer, 10 websites you have easily. Most of you guys have 15, okay, and more. Okay, this is an overseas thing, but who wants to earn money with providing hosting? Yes, you can. Every local business needs a website. And what if you could offer managed hosting? Managed hosting is kind of you make sure that the plugins and theme version and backups are done well, and also that you say, let's say, for you can provide me website updates, and I don't charge you if it is not more than 1 hour per month. And you can position yourself as managed hosting, correct? You manage the website. Okay, you might not be aware, but for who of you guys is support important? That if there's a problem with your website or whatever it is, that you can get on a chat. Speak not with somebody, speak with somebody who helps you, who not only takes your question but also is able to solve your point. I think that is the point. So to me that's very important, because a website can always get corrupted by a bad plugin or whatever, and you're not able to solve it, correct? You need to be a specialist in that. Would it not be fine if you can just hop on a chat and get help right away? Oh, I see spelling error. If you like the support, have high level of WordPress and server knowledge. So kind of the same thing. You not only are able to chat with somebody, but also that the chat person has a high level of knowledge. Okay, can not only take your question, but also can help you with solve your point. So most of you guys have 15, 20 domains. I think most of us, correct? Now, doesn't matter to you if you pay, let's say, less than $10 per domain, or you pay $15 per domain. Yeah, that makes a difference, correct? So we would like to have domains against wholesale pricing. That was kind of, yeah, it's important. Yes. Yeah, you can say it is important to me, correct? Will you guys have not happy with the hosting, but is still with the old hosting because you don't want the hassle of transfer the website? James said, thanks, Jack, and tell your crew for fixing my SSL problem. Much appreciated, and nobody can match your service. Thanks, James. So Chris said me. So the question was, do you kind of have your website hosting, but you are not completely happy about maybe the support or the speed or whatever it is, but you feel stuck with it because you don't know how to move it. Janine said, I have loved how easy it was to transfer over my cPanels and domains. Yes, you will not see anywhere else so easily. Chris said, I use WordPress WebW Gateway but haven't moved my old sites. Yeah, you should do. Okay, next point. So we came, I think I mentioned already, but if you have 20 or more websites, do you really want to update the plugin and themes manually? Or would you do, let's say you would do it on a way that you would like to have the plugin and themes updated, but before I update it, I want to create a backup of it. So if something goes wrong, I can always restore a previous version. That's the way to do it, correct? And that is how it should be, automatically. If you like short tutorials, is Karen on the training today? She created 30 new tutorials. Wow, 30 new tutorials. Okay, I will put them up tomorrow. I wanted to do it as a special event. So that is kind of Karen worked the last 2-3 months to create all those short tutorials. So that was a big thing. 2 years ago, we started with this new baby. And the most thing I got from, hey, Jack, how secure is your hosting? How secure is my website? This is important to you, correct? We have invested a lot of time to get there. I don't think there's something else on the market that is as secure. So that is a big thing for all my products. If user-friendly interface is important to you, okay, you can install a website via cPan, okay, but if you have done it in half year, you have to learn again, okay. You can clone a website by yourself, okay, but if you have to do it manually, and then now you need to be a real specialist, okay. Okay, so that is old, correct? I'm 54 years old now. Let me. Time goes fast, okay? And I do Internet marketing since 2009. I have far more managed than 2 million in AdWords. Still think it's the way to earn recurring income, and I have many websites. You are still a young man, Janine. Yeah, I know. Still I should say 40 years young. I think I'm over the half now. Who's for here for the first time on the call? So if you are, welcome. glad you're able to come online. Take your time today. Okay, I think many of you guys has already heard or experienced WP Gateway. Enter yes or no if you have already experienced WP Gateway. So I know where you're at. Janine said yes, Arlene said yes, Aaron said yes, Mike said yes, Mike Campbell said no, James said yes, and Steve said I'm a user. Nick said yes, Mark said yes, Keith said yes, Alfred yes, Gary said yes, Louis said negative, Leo said yes, David said yes. Okay, so if you have been using WP Gateway, correct me if I say something, but you have experienced differently. So, and if you have seen this, you probably have seen the changes over time. It's now 2 years, more than 2 years on the market. But I wanted to point something out that if you haven't experienced, you kind of don't want to miss it. Okay, so a couple of features. The list is on and on and on, but you can install a WordPress theme very easily, also including local theme Jack if you want. You can, in one click, you do that, can cloning, and over time, that is, I think, the most advanced cloning application. It takes in consideration so many things. Check the website, status check every 15 minutes. One click, you can log in WordPress and cPanel. You can check if there's a new WordPress version. If you can click if that needs to be updated, that plugin. Same for the theme. You can update it, and auto weekly website backup. So not only it does it backup, you can also save that backup, and you can do one-click restore, all at your fingertips. Each backup is saved for 3 weeks. One-click restore, backup version can be saved forever. Okay, easy and affordable domain ordering. So again, for wholesale pricing. So normally, if you go to GoDaddy in domain, what costs over there $15 will cost at WP Gateway around $9. Okay. You will be hosted on the Amazon high-speed service with SSD, so lightning fast, super easy interface, no technical skill needed. Okay, who likes to see a live demo? Okay, who likes to see a live demo? Because I can tell about something, but I think you have to see it, correct? Because I kind of, if I want to see some, I'm a visual person. Okay, I like to see things with my own eyes instead of that I tell about it, and I can understand things better. So let's try to log in. Okay, I'm logged in now. It's a If you guys see this for the first time, simple interface, looks totally different than you're used to, correct? You have access to cPanel, okay, but you don't need to use it. You can log in via FTP, but you don't need to use it, okay? You can set up emails, okay? You can set up forwarder. You can do it here, but you don't need to go to cPanel if you don't want, okay? You can see, let's say, which plugins are on a domain. Okay, now I'm going to show you some cool feature. You see how interface and the user-friendly it is? It's kind of very simple, correct? So here, automatic update all plugins. You see the checkbox? One checkbox it takes to update all the plugins, okay? Automatic update theme version, one checkbox, and it does the work, okay? You can see the plugins which are available. You can even set your white label name for each plugin if you want, shared with a client. So doesn't need to show WP Gateway. Steve said, did it this morning, lol. Huh. Did you like it, Steve? Did you like how it worked out? So you can see when the site was updated, Steve said, brilliant. Okay, you can order an SSL. An SSL getting hot, correct? Google is forcing that. One click ordering SSL. You don't need to do any work for it. Okay. Now it's not. It's $27 per year. Everything is done for you. Okay. Okay. I don't think Google will go to accept free SSLs. Okay, so I kind of want to have it as goal that we start with this training, and end of the training we want to have a website up, correct? Shall we set up that as a goal? So we still have an half-hour training and see if we, in 1.5 hour we can order a domain, install a website. Okay? How long would that take normally? No, in half day? Okay, so when you go to order domain, click on order domain, click if you are in Europe or in USA, and then let come up with a domain. Okay, Jack webinar 101. I think that sounds good, correct? And see if that's available. I have no clue. I didn't prepare this. Okay, it's available, and the privacy is included. So says, do you confirm it? Yes. So let's confirm that. And now in one click, no, it has nothing to do with GoDaddy. So one click, I can order a domain. So once I click, once I order the domain, so my success payment has been done. cPanel web. When you go now to domain overview, and then you see the new domain, and now the status inactive. So what does that mean, inactive? Inactive means it takes time, a propagation time, that the domain name points to the Amazon server. Okay, can take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, can take a couple of hours. Okay, it's the same. The domain price is the same in the future. Okay, it's not that the first year is $9 and the next year is $15. This kind of tricks, no. So this takes some time, and now I can ask you a question. Who of you guys like to come on a call if you're using WP Gateway and share your experience? So we have some couple of minutes for that, and we can use that time, because again, I can speak about it, I love it, but it's more important how a user love it, correct? Can I move my other domains over to your service? Yes, we have make that easy for you. If you go to transfer domain name. So now we have created an interface to move your domains over to WP Gateway. So that is new. That's actually new. It's pretty new. It's a week old. Okay? So that is new. Okay, Janine wants to come online. I'm going to unmute you. Janine, do you hear me?
Hi, and you know my name is Jean.
Oh, Jean.
Call me Janine. Yes.
Sorry. Jean.
That's all right. I'll get you next time.
You call me Jackie.
I'll call you something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna see you in a couple weeks. So,
yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Um, well, I own a fairly large local agency, and I met Jack a few years ago because I've also put out some training courses, and I've always loved what he does. I've promoted his products to my list. It's been a good relationship, but I didn't know about WP Gateway until recently. I guess I was just had my head buried and didn't pay attention. But we had used in the beginning, we used HostGator. Um, when I started following a certain marketer that probably most of you would know, he had recommended Host9. I had gone to Host9. I had gone to, my goodness, I was like using 3 or 4 different hosts, trying to find just the right solution. And I was going crazy because I couldn't communicate. Well, the ones I could pick up the phone and call didn't give good service other than they did answer the phone. And it's like I couldn't get the best of both worlds. I couldn't get a solid solution and also have somebody that I could actually communicate with. And so one day I was talking to Jack, and he said, "Why are you doing that? We have WP Gateway." And I said, "I don't know." So he immediately talked me into this. And within 2 weeks, I had moved 64 of my domains over. I think it's 64. And I still am in the process. I just got a little distracted because I just took a 5-week vacation. But what I have loved about this is that everything is under one roof. Everything is in this same dashboard. And like he said, I can come in here and transfer a domain, and I'm transferring them little by little, not to get overwhelmed with things because I wanted to test and make sure. But Jack, you haven't mentioned this, and I hope I'm not getting you in trouble here, but the thing I have loved the most about working with Jack and his team is that I'm very experienced with all this. And so when I see something that I think could be done better, I don't hesitate. I mean, Jack can tell you I'm not shy. And by the way, this is Jean Kalinda, if anybody knows me. But I just say, hey, it would be better. Have you thought about doing it this way? For instance, if you scroll up and down in that dashboard, Jack, people will see that the blue bar at the top where it says install, manage, order, transfer, blah, 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 it stays put. It didn't used to stay put. And when I said, Jack, this is crazy. We're scrolling up and down and we can't see, where we used to be or what the headings are, kind of like freeze frame in a spreadsheet. He said, oh, well, we'll take care of that. And he did. And there were a few more little things. And I said, well, why don't you do it this way? Why don't you do it that way? And you know what? He went right back to his development team. And if it made sense to him, they had it done in short order. And that's called a dynamic team. That's called people who listen. And that's called good service. So I don't worry that I'm just stuck with whatever HostGator says or whatever Host9 does. And his team, they're very responsive. He's got people in different parts of the world, and they're all wonderful. And I'm a night owl, and I might be up at 2, 3 in the morning, and I can contact his team almost at any time of the day or night, and I'm going to get an answer, and I'm going to get a fix if I need one, which isn't often. So I'm your biggest fan, Jack. I love this.
Thank you. That is more feedback than I expected. So, anybody question for Jean?
He got my name right that time.
Yeah, I had to bite at the end of the tongue.
After 4 years, you can say my name. Yeah.
Yeah, you spell it Janine, I think, but
Well, it's French. It's actually Jean, but we don't want to do that. I live in
Okay,
the South. I live in the southern United States, so we're just going to be Jean.
Jean. Well, I will. Now you make it pretty public for me, but I will never forget that. Any
Yeah.
question for Jean for we show another part of it?
And Jack is a young man. I'm pushing 67, and I feel like I'm just getting going here with some of this new stuff. So this is
No,
awesome.
no, this I want to speak to it, okay?
Hmm.
Um, so Jean and I sometimes are brainstorming, okay, about how to market certain things or how things are going. And every time I speak with Jean, I learn something, okay? So I don't think maybe you are 67, but your brain is still young.
I hope it stays that way. Oh, I do.
So it's so you're very amazing, and I think you're very appreciated by a lot of people around you. I know that for
Well,
100% sure.
oh, thank you. I love people. You know, I love people. I love being with people, and I love serving people. And it's people like you, though, that have helped me become who I am. Because I knew nothing about 5 years ago. I didn't know the difference in hardware and software. About maybe 6 years ago, I did not know. I didn't know what WordPress was, and here I am, you know, with this big agency now. So, and it's the younger guys like you. It's been amazing. So thank you, Jack.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming on the call. Thank Jean.
You're welcome.
Okay, so um, let's test the live chat. Okay, so see if what I said is true. Okay, so you click on the live chat. Are you guys seeing this? Probably not, correct? This opens a new window. You guys see the chat window? Enter yes or no. Yes, we see it. Okay. Okay. So the this is your username and this is my email, and now you can click on start chat. Okay. Pretty simple. You still see it? I never have demoed on a webinar, so let me know if you still see it. Okay. And then Gorin is one of the employee, and then a few seconds ago he is one of the 5 employees who does support. Hi, and he probably doesn't know. He doesn't know webinar. Doesn't tell him anything. Hi. So, what would you guys mean? Hi. Uh, let's play a little bit role play. Hey, I have a problem. See what he said. Don't don't make it too easy, huh? So what shall we ask? Do you have any question for the for him? Uh, please share the details. Okay. How can I transfer a website? Okay. Okay, Mike. Okay, I will ask that too. Mike said, how can you check to make sure my backup are enabled on one of my domains? Can you create email addresses for domains? Okay, I will ask those 2 questions. How can I transfer a website? Okay, now he needs to. You see, agent is typing. You guys see this? Guys, like this interface of this chat? Look and feel. This my new product, own development. Arne said, I chatted once, very interesting. I really like the weekly automated backup. It saves me a lot of time. Please link to your website address and then hit the link W server. Okay. So he's referring to this menu. And then here you can do the cPanel or website transfer. You will see transfer website button. Click on that and fill the details as requested. It is just that easy. Okay, let me which question do you want me to ask about the backup? Somebody asked me. Where was the backup question? How can I enable weekly backup? So let me close that. Thanks. How can I enable weekly backup? Okay, then and where are the backups? And can I check the time when they were created? So Gene, I think, do you receive those weekly emails about activity? And I think that shows when no, I haven't. So check your email. So what we created is a weekly email which shows all the activity on your account. I log in and look, they get emailed. I think we should make them maybe online too. Support at wgateway.com. So Gary said very helpful. Mark said I get weekly emails from it. My website backup has been done. Yes, that is what you should receive. And Arlen said online access would be nice. So we can kind of have a link. No, I'm not finding any emails. So Arlen said I get the emails, and Steve said I don't get. So kind of you want to see if it gets in your spam folder, because everybody should get them, but I will make them also online too. Leo said I get the email. So this is kind of one of the things. So you see how the chat works. You can upload and attach a file. Okay, you can put the sound on. You can close it. Where are our domains sitting if placed? Oh, what? Okay. Okay, my phone went just off. Can you only see this chat? Can only you see this chat? I don't know what you mean, Gene. So you can as user see the chat and the agent can see the chat. I mean here in GoToWebinar. Are you guys not seeing the chat? Oh, we see it. Okay. Okay, I was just wondering if you couldn't see it. David said I can see it. So you guys see how much is the chat feature? This is coming in a couple of weeks or so. So we are working still on it. I am only seeing my chats, okay? Just like on your screen in front of the duplicate dashboard, okay? Good. Okay, so you guys, I think you guys get a good idea. Jack, do you have a good WordPress plugin so that we can retarget people that visit our website? You just put some code in it. You get code from Facebook and from AdWords, and you just put that code into it. Okay. So let me close this one, otherwise it's getting too long for the... Oh, he just responded. What about the website cloner? That is okay. I will demo it in a second. Okay. Now he's answering. You see here on the left top, clone. Guys, see this? So I will demo that in a second. I think I asked two questions at the same time. Okay. Looks like Gowan needs the steps where he can copy and paste them. I think he's writing a long story. Steve said he was great this afternoon. Please go to this URL. All your site backups will be there. You will see various creating new backups. Okay. Okay. Thanks for your time. And then I close it. Okay, so here you go to backups. And the backups are automatically created. So if you're on domain, you can see in the plus sign when the last backups were. Okay. And then if you go to clone, you can select a website. Okay, I don't want to clone that site, but let's say auto repair Jack. Then select auto repair. You can select the subdomain. So this is the website, and now you can select where you want to clone it. Say chiropractor. Okay, it's not an invalid domain anymore. It's not active. See if this is still active. You can select the domain. Okay, and now it will show this website get cloned to this website. Okay, and there's a short tutorial video on it. That's all what you need to do for cloning a website. You select the source and you select the destination. Okay, does that make sense? Now we order the domain, and let's see if the cPanel is created. So we ordered Jack Webinar 101, correct? Remember? Now the cPanel has been created now. So now I can install a website, and that was the goal in a half hour. So let's install a website. Do a drag and drop. Okay. And you can fill out your details, and let's say I want to install the digital marketing team. And let me install this. Okay, so we ordered the domain. It took 20 minutes or so to have that the website is propagated to the server. Can take longer, but that is typically. And then you can install a website. You go to the install menu. Okay, you fill up your preferred username and password. You select the theme. You can also install a default WordPress site. And now I'm installing a complete local theme Jack. Okay, and it's now being installed. Now, will you guys still remember how you did it via cPanel? You know, how it probably takes a couple of hours, correct? If you for sure, if you don't do it on a regular basis. Gene said it's also easy to install a custom theme. So then you install just a standard WordPress. So here you get the WordPress login, okay? And voila, the theme is installed, the complete theme. Okay? Now and then you can customize. So what you also probably like to know is how you can log in. You can find the login information in the login, but you also can click on the login link. Okay, you don't need to remember the username and password. Okay, you click on the login link, it opens a new tab and it log in for you. Okay, you see that? One click login. And the same you can do for the cPanel. Okay, go to cPanel and you click on login. Okay, so okay, this is the first time, and you are logging cPanel. Okay. Now you have here the FTP information if you want to upload something via FTP. You can create emails via this interface, and you can add forwarders to it. Okay. You can see which plugins are installed. You can even say if there are multiple plugins installed. You can have them automatically updated. What you already saw, you just click on that checkbox. Can you back up a website, then create a new website on the same domain? Like if you want, use drag and drop. Yes. So you can set you have a website. You don't want to lose that website. You should create a backup, and you can install something on that other domain. Okay. And let's say you have a pretty good website, and you decide whatever happens, okay, whatever happens, I don't want to lose it. So you can save that backup. So that means, you know, whenever you go back, this saved website will still be available. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? What do you guys think? Janine said that one-click login via in cPanel and WordPress is one of the best features. How do I schedule the weekly backup? You don't need to do anything. It goes automatic. It automatically does the weekly backup. All automatic. Okay? And you can go to the backups and do the restore. James said, how do you spell awesome? What do you suggest we change for hosting a site for a company? We charge. What do you suggest we charge? $97 per month, Nick. And you position it as managed hosting. And that includes 1 hour that they can send you website updates and maximum for 1 hour per month. So you make about $100 per month. $100 per hour. That's good money. Gary, should I always use drag and drop? You can install WordPress, non-WordPress, and you can use Local Team Jack, but you can use your own website. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to run a special this weekend. It is not for, you want to wait until this weekend if you are not in yet. So kind of better you wait until this weekend. Jack, do you use drag and what with the background of these websites for visitors to view prior to purchasing? No, I don't use Jimmy. So Steve sent me an email. So Steve wants to upgrade from his current plan to a higher plan. So I'll make you a deal, okay? If you have the pay-as-you-go plan or you want to go to the economy plan, send me an email. If you have the economy plan, you want to go to the business plan, send me an email. So I will treat you. Okay, we will do the upgrade in this weekend, and I will make you a deal. Steve said, thanks, buddy. So I hope you guys see the opportunity to how to host your sites safely. There are so many features still I haven't demoed to you, but I think you saw the most important and see the difference between your current solution to the new one. James said, when you run in the weekend special, you should run to Monday. Sometimes we are not around on the weekends. Yes, I know, James, that happens, and some are not around on Mondays. Chris, I just sent you an email to do an upgrade as well. Okay, Chris, I will treat it to your like. Mark said you should mention that it doesn't cost any more for these features. I had a business for a year. What deal will you give me, lol? Yes. We continuous upgrade, we listen to your feedback, and it's always getting better. Dave said, Jack, what is the product to have niche lead pages? Local Team Jack Enterprise. So when you go to jackhome.com, you see your products. So this is kind of the only, let's see, if the only link you will get today for me. Okay. Then you want to bookmark. This is where it starts. So jackhome.com, bookmark that, and then you go to products and you go to Local Team Jack Enterprise, and you also can here find a link for the gateway hosting on the products. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining the call, and thank Jean for sharing her experience. Thanks all of you who are using the gateway for your feedback or how you like it. Many of you guys appreciate your feedback, and I do for sure. And I will run a special this weekend. And if you're already using the gateway and you want to change plan, send me a support ticket and I will treat you well. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward for the next Tuesday training, same time, 8 p.m. EST. And thanks for all your attention and questions, especially for your question. I really like the interaction tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks, Clay. Thanks, Steve.